Hello everyone, my name is LLB Coach Damz of AskDamz, and you are welcome to another episode of the AskDamz YouTube channel, talking about all things health, wellness, fitness, weight loss, nutrition related. And with me today I have the beautiful snapback queen, gorgeous Nicole Chikwe, mother of two.
Well, three, but yeah.
Mother of three. How old is your last child?
She just turned 1 last week, so it's
wow.
it's so emotional for me. But yeah, so I have three kids.
Wow, amazing. She's so gorgeous. She also runs Mom Chit Chat TV. So we're gonna have a conversation with her today. So hi Nicole, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm so excited to be here.
And thank you for honoring this invite. This is such a huge honor, and I don't take it for granted because I know you're very busy. So yes, tell us about Mom Chit Chat to start with. What is it about?
Okay, so Mom Chit Chat is a platform for African mothers. We just have conversations on the platform regarding things that affect us in our day-to-day lives as mothers. We found that, there's a big importance in having a community of moms. We found that there are a lot of conversations that moms find difficult to have, and even though there are lots of platforms that are coming up now, which is fantastic to support moms, we just thought it would be great to be able to have one that would focus on conversation. So you can hear us talking about our own personal experiences with motherhood as well.
Fantastic.
And just in sharing, it's quicker and easier for people to relate and learn from personal experiences that other mothers may have had.
Awesome. So it's not just like it's not just weight loss alone. You're all about motherhood, the whole motherhood journey, and
parenting, all of that. Mommy and wellness, of course, and nutrition for your family, and finances. We just shot a really special episode about raising children with special needs, which was just having those conversations with moms who are in it was just mind-blowing and such a learning experience for me
What stirred up your passion for that? Was that something that you just thought of randomly with regards to special needs, or like what stirred up the passion for, or was it because October was a month of awareness for kids with special needs?
Or that particular episode, we knew that we wanted to touch on that. I think when we had discussed it, because Mom Chit Chat is a group effort, it's not just me. Okay. I think when we had discussed it, I don't think we had even considered that October was the month for children with special needs. It was just one of those topics that we knew we had to discuss, because unfortunately, it's not discussed very often. I think there are certain institutions or organizations, this massive, one of the most popular banks who does this massive autism awareness thing every year, which is fantastic. But apart from that, we don't really get people talking about it. And it's understandable because it's such a sensitive topic.
Yeah, very sensitive. And there's something that I always wonder. I wonder why there is some sort of stigma attached to kids with special needs in Nigeria, as opposed to abroad. There's so many schools, so many institutions, people are more open about it, but in Nigeria I feel like people hide their kids with special needs behind the scenes and all that. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about for today. We are talking about getting your pre-baby body back, getting a snatched waist.
Okay.
And Nicole is she's a snapback queen. Really. I have 2 kids, age 10 and age 6 years old. Sorry, my son, I still treat him like a baby. So for me,
he's the baby of the house.
He's a baby. That's my baby anyway. So yeah, we're going to talk about getting the ultimate snatched waist, and the importance of making healthy food choices.
Right.
Because I know that you used to run or still run Trim Kitchen NG. So do you still make food and deliver to people?
So we closed temporarily when I was sick, because I was too sick to carry on. When I was pregnant, rather, because I was too sick to carry on. Okay. But we're coming back. I have a massive announcement coming very soon regarding that. So no, they're not ready. They're not ready. So So it's gonna be amazing. So right now the kitchen isn't open, but we still have like a weight loss and wellness plans that we're doing, TK method currently.
So let's talk about snapback. Let's talk about getting a snatched waist. What do you think are factors that we need to consider?
So I think the main thing when it comes to snatched waist is nutrition. I think it's nutrition. You don't have to work out for one day to be able to get a really small waist or a flatter stomach. So I really like to preach that. I think a lot of people see me work out because I work out quite a lot. But that is not the answer. You cannot out-train a bad diet.
So true. Did you guys get that?
Yeah,
you cannot out-train a bad diet. And this is coming from somebody who works out.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
So, for example, I was showing a couple of people. I went to London for like a holiday. I worked out every single day of this trip. I was
watching.
Every
I was
day.
like,
yeah, I know. Everyone was like, oh, you know, you're crazy. Who works out on holiday? But I did. I think there were only 2 days I didn't work out. But by the time I came back, I was super bloated. Like my stomach, I looked like I was 5 months pregnant. Why? Wow. Because my nutrition was trash. Because I was like, well, I'm on holiday, I'm going to eat all the food, I'm going to drink all the lattes and eat all the desserts. So as much as I was working out, my stomach kind of, bloated. I was bloated and uncomfortable, and you can see that. So I tell people, it's not just about working out, it's actually being mindful.
So your diet is like literally everything when it comes to getting your baby body back. Okay, so tell us about your childbirth experience. Was it like natural birth, C-section?
So it was natural.
Okay. All three?
No, well, yes, all 3 were vaginal births. Okay. My son, I had an epidural, which was fantastic.
I keep saying natural birth. Sorry, they're all natural.
Yeah, they're all vaginal.
Yeah.
So all 3 were vaginal. My son, I had an epidural with, and then the other 2, I just did old school.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah, hardcore.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay, I had 2 C-sections, so I didn't get the opportunity to experience a vaginal childbirth.
Right.
Trust me, that was something that I wanted to do.
It's okay.
And if I was going to have a 3rd child, I would probably want to do a C-section again.
As well.
I'm not even going to lie to you.
No, listen, I don't because it's not cute. Like it is not cute.
Okay, so one of the questions that people always ask me, and I know that you're also big on wellness and nutrition and all of that. Some people ask me, AskDAMZ, I heard that if I drink lemon and ginger, it will burn fat. Do you believe that there are any superfoods that can burn fat? Do you believe that there's some sort of magical super fat burning food? Or
so I don't believe that. I mean, a lot of studies indicate that there's some things that might burn fat. Like you read things like, oh yeah, green tea burns fat. You hear about like lemon and ginger burning fat. But the studies are inconclusive. I've read. I'm a reader. Like I'm a geek, right? So I would actually go and read all the studies, and it's inconclusive. So I don't believe that there's anything that burns fat. And you hear the craziest things. I was at the gym, and some guy started talking to me about his diet. So he was asking me about what to eat, because he was talking about his stomach, and he wanted to lose weight in his belly area. And he said at night he has some brandy, because brandy burns. It burns very fast. I was looking at him. I was like, so after you've come here, you've worked out all day, you know to top it up. He's like, because brandy burns.
Wow.
I don't know where people get this thing from.
Nigerians always say that, especially Nigerians always say that alcohol burns belly
fat. I don't even know what
fat.
that means. Like, of course it does not.
Alcohol has more calories than the average standard carbohydrate.
Exactly.
So what shall it profit a man to say I'm not eating rice but drink alcohol?
But drink brandy.
Really, but drink brandy like to burn fat.
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
So for me, no. But what I do say in terms of consuming things like the lemon and ginger, that's really good for bloating.
Yep.
Because when it comes to our waist, people talk about like a flatter tummy. Some people don't actually recognize that they have bloating issues.
They think
it's belly fat, but it might actually be bloating. And it's also just being able to identify some of the things that will trigger your bloating. Black people, most of us are actually lactose intolerant. Whether you like it or not, it is a fact of life,
Yeah.
But so just to be mindful of things like that. So But going back to like lemon and ginger, that's helpful if you have bloat. So maybe if your bloat goes down, then you think, oh yeah, it's burning my belly fat, but it's not. It's your bloat.
So there you have it, guys. I mean, I'm a tea addict, and please, when we talk about tea, I'm talking about slimming tea.
Girl,
because there's no tea that can burn your fat magically.
Yeah.
So while your green tea,
this is tummy
blast
7 days.
When I see that, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and people fall for it. You know, people are buying these things every day. So your green tea is anti-cancer, you know, it's filled with antioxidants, increasing your metabolism.
Fantastic.
Oolong tea, amazing. You know, you have people drink all sorts of tea. Peppermint tea is good for bloating. Chamomile tea, chamomile tea is good for, you know, de-stressing, and you know, reducing your stress levels actually helps with, you know, weight management.
It does.
So yeah, so we love our teas, but not slimming tea that burns fat.
No such thing, dear.
It's nothing like that.
Nothing like
this
that.
is 2019
Please.
or 2020. We're
Wake
approaching. Wake up!
Wake up. Don't get caught with these streets.
Okay. Okay, so how do you manage to make healthy choices when there's like so much junk around you?
So for me, it's being intentional, right? It's just having a plan and following a plan. I try to, my weakness is sugary foods. Like I love my cookies, cakes, ice cream. Like for me, that's what gets me.
So how often do you eat these?
Maybe like once a week.
Okay.
Maybe once a week, sometimes twice a week. It's not bad. But it's not bad because I don't have it in my house.
Fantastic.
So if I want ice cream, I have to leave my house, enter the car, drive there, eat it there, and then come back home. I don't even do takeaway. I don't want it in my house. So it's when you make it harder to reach, then it's harder for you to access. So it just reduces the number of times that you might slip and fall. So just being intentional with the things you have around you. I also find that meal prep and having an actual plan is so helpful, because when you're freestyling it, like if you get home, I mean, we all live in Lagos, it's so stressful. You've come back after fighting traffic, then you're like, let me start cutting lettuce for salad. Like, what's that? Like, you just, what is that? Like, please just bring out the rice, what's in the fridge? Let me just quickly warm up, let me just quickly cook noodles. So, but if you have prepped, if you have a plan, like, okay, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to plan out what I'm eating for the rest of the week. I tell the people I work with as well, don't even just cook it. Portion it.
Yeah.
Put it in the exact, so you're not even, don't try and freestyle it. Don't try and, when I get back, I'll add the rice. No, just have it ready. So all you need to do is pop it in the microwave or pop it in the oven and it's done.
Fantastic.
So you're minimizing your thought process, because when you're hungry, you can't.
And the nearest thing to you, just pick it up and eat it.
Just wash it down with Coke quickly. So just having, I'm telling you,
guys, are you listening?
Having a plan.
If you keep good food in your house, you will eat good food. Because here, Nicole talks about it. It's stress for you to leave the house, then you now have to drive to go pick up the ice cream or buy the cookies. So the truth of the matter is, limit the amount of these things that you have in your house.
Absolutely.
And if you know you have no self-control, keep it out of the house.
Exactly.
Yeah? Two, you know, it's so funny that I'm, you know, a weight loss coach and a weight loss expert, but one thing that I really struggle with is meal prep.
Right.
And I know deep down that it's a recipe for disaster.
Of course.
But for me, when I kind of like pre-plan or say, okay, this is what I'm going to eat the whole week, it just takes the fun out of eating, because I feel like I'm under some sort of punishment.
Right.
But different things work for different people. So one thing I always tell people is that your level of discipline is very, very important.
Absolutely.
And most importantly, if you have certain guidelines and you ensure that you don't deviate from those guidelines, I think that is very, very important and very critical.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So for example, no matter how busy I am, you know, I tell myself, no matter how hungry you are, there will be a healthy alternative. So it could be I'm driving on the road. I like street food, by the way. I'm also one of the judges on a show called Street Foods in Nigeria, which is coming up, which will be airing next year.
Oh, fantastic!
So as opposed to, you know, those sausage rolls on the road and all of that stuff, I can think to myself, they're selling some roasted corn here or some roasted plantain. Maybe unhygienic, as some people will say, but for me, it's just, looking for that healthy alternative when I'm stuck. So where there's a will, there's always a way.
Absolutely.
And thank God for the pig farm revolution in Nigeria. Almost every street or every corner that you go to, you literally have like some sort of healthy food store or healthy food restaurant. Nigerians are more health conscious now, so we have a lot of options.
Absolutely.
Although it can be quite expensive, so meal prep is still the way forward, whether or not we like it. Okay, so what do you think are the benefits of making healthy food choices when it comes to getting a snapped waist? Which brings us back to square one. So what is your advice for somebody who is trying to snap back? It's a question, actually.
So it is nutrition. It's just being intentional with what you eat. It's about research. I mean, now, thank God, we have the SNAPBACK app.
Woo! I forgot to mention
We
that.
have the SNAPBACK app waiting for you. If you're not sure, just type it in. So you will be able to know, okay, this is how much whatever this food item is, this is how I should do it better. Incorporating healthier things into your lifestyle. Of course, I'm a big advocate for working out. And working out doesn't have to be in a gym. You can work out at home. I think
we have a step counter on the SNAPBACK app, so you can track your steps.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so there's no excuse.
There's no excuse. So just staying active and just being intentional. The thing is, like you said, Nigerians are more and more health conscious. So we know what to do. It's just being disciplined enough to do
being
it.
disciplined is
but
what
you
the main
need,
issue
it's
is.
just adjusting your
Discipline.
mindset.
Discipline. Decide, commit, succeed. Okay,
like
so that's my motto.
Succeed.
Decide, commit, succeed. Yeah.
Amen. I learned something new today. Decide, commit, succeed.
Decide, commit, and then succeed. Okay, so last question, Nicole. How long did it take you to snap back? And do you actually believe that there is something called 100% snapback?
Okay, so it took me, I would say, to lose every single pound that I gained in pregnancy. It took me about 10 months. It took me, I lost the bulk of it within the first 4 months, and then it got a little bit slower, and then it took me about 10 months to lose every single pound. Now, that being said, did my body go back to where it was before? No. My body has changed. I've been pregnant 3 times. I've lost weight 3 times. My body has changed 3 times. There's no such thing as a pre-baby body. It's just, this is what I've got now.
Any stretch marks, loose skin?
Of course. Are you kidding? My stomach stretch marks around my hips as well. It's just, my stomach has some loose skin. So I've lost all the weight, but my crop top days are over. I'm just managing myself with high-waisted. If I'm being like a crop, the crop has to be like here.
I was high-waisted.
I'll be like up here.
Welcome to my world.
It is what it is. I have, so people see me like, oh yeah, you snap. Like, well, I know how I'm packaging myself.
Battle stripes is what I call it.
But
it's not easy.
It's not easy, and I'm proud of my body as it is now. It's accomplished.
You're gorgeous.
So much.
You're beautiful, and
Thank
you
you.
look pretty much the same way you looked before you had the baby. I mean, forget the stretch marks or whatever it is.
Stuff, right?
Your skin is glowing. Your hair is glowing. You just look amazing.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you, Nicole, for coming on the SNAPBACK YouTube channel. Thank you for having this amazing chat with me.
Honestly, it was so much fun.
And I look forward to doing more.
Invite me for the next one.
We should do a cooking one, actually, since you like cooking.
Yes, I do.
So guys, watch out. We're going to do a cooking show together.
Fit fam.
Yeah.
I love it. Look at that. Women supporting women.
Yes. So guys, bye.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this. Click on the subscribe button and watch out for more amazing, mind-blowing videos. Thank you. Signing out, Adedamola Ladijobi, Coach of SNAPBACK. If being overweight causes you discomfort, then please change positions because you are not a tree.